Hello, guys, it's your girl Gracey, and welcome to another episode of Media Matters with Gracey. Yes.
That is what you understand.
Hello, guys, welcome to another episode of Media Matters with Gracey. And on today's episode, we have a special guest with us today. Hello, Mercy.
Hi, Gracey.
Nice to have you on our show.
Thank you for having me.
I'm sure you guys are used to Miss Mercy's face at this point. Okay, on today's episode, we will be discussing the pros and cons of online dating. So before we kickstart, I would like to ask Mercy a question. Dear Mercy, have you ever dated online before?
This question.
What are you going to answer this question, please?
Okay, yes, I have. I have dated online before. I have.
So,
one time though. No, two, maybe.
Are you sure? Maybe two.
Maybe three.
I'm sure she has dated a lot.
No.
Okay, one or two. She has about one or two experiences.
Yeah,
online dating. Okay, so can you share those experiences with us? We want to know the tea. Give us the tea. Tell us.
Are you sure you want to know the tea?
We want to know. What are we here for?
Okay, let me start with one that is most recent. I think about 2-3 years ago, there's this guy we attended the same university. He was in his finals when I was in my 100 level. And after I graduated, I came online one time. I think I posted something on Instagram and he commented. And I'm like, I know this guy. I know this guy. And we started talking and it led to a conversation of let's have WhatsApp conversation. Let's do video calls, which we did. And I like you, beautiful. I like the way you talk. Let's relationship. Yeah, so that's how that was went down. And the second one, or the first one, rather, so this is the second one. The first one was with my now we are besties.
Okay.
Yeah, now we're besties, and that was during the to-go era.
To-go era.
Yes. During the to-go era.
Is it still going on?
Yeah. So I saw it wasn't heading anywhere, and at the time he lived in the east, somewhere in Imo State. Yes, and I was in Lagos. I've always been in Lagos.
Yeah.
So getting to see each other wasn't too, something.
The distance.
Yeah, the distance. But regardless, distance did not spoil anything. I just felt like, the guy is the guy. I am me. I want more. Yeah.
So the distance did not really affect the relationship.
It did because I wasn't. Perhaps if I was seeing him always.
How was the communication like?
Communication was frequent. Communication was as often as we can. It was nice. He's a very cool person. He's a wonderful person.
With online dating, I think that's like one of the most reasons why people tend to sway away from online dating, because they see communication as the only thing that keeps that relationship. So in a situation where communication is breached, they feel like, okay, so what are we even doing?
Exactly.
We don't talk. It's not as if we can see each other. Do you get?
With this guy, even though we were not seeing each other frequently or often as we wanted to. In short, in 2-3 years. Okay, so I've known him now for 14-15 years. Yeah, so
when they started from to go era, what do you expect? Okay.
So in 2-3 years we might not see each other. In 5 years sometimes we might not see each other. Do you understand? Yes, but we miss each other. We long for each other. Do you understand? There were conversations that we were used to having that, you know.
Yeah.
I just I'm having a bad day and I'm thinking, oh, when I get home, I just want to talk to this person because he understands me. Do you understand? So yeah, he understands me and he will help me feel better. This is what I want. You know, talking to him became, you know, therapeutic for me.
Part of you.
Do you understand? Yes, it became my
a daily routine.
Yes, and like psychological as in relief for me, mental relief place for me, a place of peace. Do you understand? For me, because you know, he's not judgmental. He doesn't, you know, worry. He doesn't shout. Doesn't even get angry. I've never seen him in 15 years get angry.
So why are you guys not married now? Why
because
is he
we are not
like your friend?
We are not meant to. You cannot marry everybody that you have a relationship with.
Exactly, but not this one. This one, we are talking to go era relationship here. So
it belongs to another person.
Is he married?
No, he's not.
He's single.
He's still single. He's still
okay.
Single. Yeah, we're still living our baby girl and baby boy's life. Yeah, so but we are still very close. We still know everything, down to our partners, down to everything. So we still find that peace and comfort with each other. Yeah.
Another question I would like to ask you is that, do you think the media has really improved the quality of relationship? Because most people argue that, you know, back then when there was no social media and all, relationship was easy then. It was simple. Do you understand? Just imagine trying to send a breakup letter with a mail, like post this, and the person that you're even sending the breakup letter doesn't even receive it. It's not now that any little thing now I'm already texting, like blowing up my partner's phone. Like, do you get? So most people argue that then relationship was easier. You know, you don't have people stalking your socials. You don't have your girl saying, oh, why did you like this person's picture? Why did you comment on her post? Okay. So yes, please.
All right. The quality of relationship. Yes and no. Yes and no. Why yes? Because you know there's drawn you closer to your partner. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Your partner is easily accessible. You can be there for him in his hardest moments. Do you understand? So your partner could be having a bad day or a rough day and just text you and say, baby, I'm not doing well. You know, I'm going through this at the moment, and you just say soothing words and that's it eases it, or everything just melts away and he's back on track. Do you understand? And something could come up for married couples. Something could come up in the house that you just need your husband's interference or your husband's suggestion at the time. It's easy for you to get that. Do you get now? So has media done that? Yes, it has, to a large extent. It has improved, communication. Because I think the only problem we had then was the communication in those times.
Yes.
You get it was very difficult for people to communicate.
Takes time, longer than usual.
So your husband works in an office, a telecommunication office, or a business place like this white collar job, and you have to
go to business center.
Not even go to business. You have to call on the landline and wait for a while for it to push through and all of that. But we don't have that now. You don't have to wait. He's just a phone call away. Do you understand? So has it? Yes, it has. It has drawn me closer. There is no passing day like in 24 hours that I don't talk. Before I came on set, I chatted with my partner. Oh, I'm about to go on set. Oh, I'm doing this. Do you understand? Yeah, so it has improved to the extent. So why I said no is it has also, separated people.
Yeah.
Yes. So our parents had had, I don't know how to put it, our parents' time, yeah, their relationship was very unique.
I feel like there are more breakups now.
Yeah, do you understand?
Back
their
then,
relationship was very unique.
I feel my parents were high school sweethearts. Can you imagine?
Time.
They've been dating since and just
exactly. Their loves were very genuine.
Yeah,
it was very. They longed to see each other.
Because
do you understand? Because that's the only way.
Man, they don't
so
see
you're
big
thinking. So, but with media, you don't long to, because I can just call him now and he's fine. Do you understand? And I know that he's okay, right? So, or you have your parent, you're with your partner, and he's pressing his phone when you're talking to him. So, it as long as it brings you closer, it also drives pull apart. Do you get? I know a lot of couples who have separated because lack of attention. Lack of attention, screen time for their partner is more than the intimate time they have with each other, to just be in each other's arms and bond. Do you get? So you don't bond with media, you don't bond with social media, you bond physically. The physical touch in most relationships is no longer there because of media.
So you do think the media has done more good than harm, or more harm than good?
I think it's just
it's on the 50-50 level. 50-50. Okay. I think the media has done more harm than good.
Okay.
Yes, because now, let me say I'm trying to reach my partner and I'm seeing that this person is online and I'm calling you, you're not picking up. It's a problem. I don't want to know if maybe you were eating, you were dating, but assuming you were back in the days, I don't know.
That's why I still say it's 50-50 for me there, because your partner is online but is not responding. In those days, they didn't even have a chance to see if their partner was online. So women of those days, they understand the meaning of patience. That's what we do not have now.
Yes.
Do you understand? So media took that away. It's one virtue that women of this generation, of this time, do not have. Patience. Do you understand?
Yeah.
I was watching something online where the lady said her husband comes home at a certain time. So that day she prepared his meal and she was waiting for him to come home. Do you understand? And he didn't come home. And she was angry. I think 2 hours after, she tried to reach him and she couldn't reach him. He came in. Now, she said, according to her, she said, some few minutes during her waiting period.
Okay.
Do you understand? She was the Holy Spirit was just ministering to her. He said, "Now, this is where you show if you're a virtuous woman." And a virtuous woman would hug him
when he comes back.
Would hug him, would ask him questions, would want to find out. And the other side, do you understand? You would just attack your husband.
Yes.
Do you understand?
Why?
So she now sat down and she could hear her husband, pull in, in the driveway, and she just sat down and she thought of it. And she came in, and immediately he came into the house, she just stood up, she went to him and she hugged him. Do you understand? In those days, the women do not shout. You see them complain only when the husband is in, reeking of alcohol. That's the only way they can know where he's coming from. Or he has another woman's colon on himself, on his body, and they say, so this man went out. The lipstick stain. Do you understand? That's how they know. But regardless, they just assume that, he must have had an hectic day, and they make excuse. But now media would not make you make excuse.
Some even go fast, try to track.
Let me tell you how I heard it from my husband. I heard it from my partner. In the morning when I wake up, I check his last SIM. Let me just say this. They don't burn him well. So off his WhatsApp notification or notification, he must have it on. I must see when he slept. You must know where he went.
The stalker.
It's not being if I don't see him up at 6 or 5 a.m., right, I started to panic. And I'm like, Why?
Why?
Is he fine?
Okay.
Is he okay? 6
Oh, you're not
o'clock.
even thinking, maybe
Do you
did you have a woman over?
No. His safety comes first.
Okay.
His safety comes first. And I'm like, are you fine? Are you okay? So when I call him, he doesn't pick. I'm like, oh, maybe he's sleeping and you just see me in my room. Oh, Father Lord, just protect him, whatever. Lord Jesus, I know. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Like, those are the things that I do, to monitor. But then they don't have that. They don't have that. So I feel like, like that story, the woman said immediately she hugged her husband, and said, welcome, have you eaten? Do you want to eat? He said the first thing the man just said, I have been through a lot today, and he broke down in tears. He said, my car went bad. This. So if she has, just imagine if she has chosen the violence, like most, women would have wanted to do. It would have been a different thing. And that was how she brought peace
to him.
Her.
Was able to open up to her what happened.
Exactly. And in media, as much as media draws you closer to your partner. Media can also scatter relationships. Like when I say scatter relationship, there's something that they call, like, communication here is a two-way thing.
Yes.
Now, when you text your partner, sometimes they tend to misunderstand.
In what?
Do you understand? Like, some people find it hard interpreting text message or written messages. Yes. So some partners, I would even subscribe. I'll tell them to subscribe to voice notes than text message. I'm telling you, because you do not know the mood of the reader.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Yeah. So you could, like, I recently called my partner by his first name 2 days ago, and I do that whenever he's going out of points. Do you understand? No, like, you're beginning to piss me off. Then you see me call your first name. You understand? So that you know that, okay, I'm serious. So I called him by his first name, and he was like, why would you be calling me by? I said, please, Olga, what's your name?
You even use Olga.
Do you understand? Exactly. So in that light, people tend to misunderstand. Some people tell you that, oh, your tone was not. How do you know my tone from just reading?
Some people do.
Do you understand?
Some people do.
No, you cannot tell a tone of a message like that.
I know someone that actually reads tone from chat. I know someone.
That's the problem.
I'm not looking at the person.
No, trust me. Like, if it's an official message, the tone can be perceived.
Okay.
Do you get? Yes, because polite way of saying things officially. Do you get? But I can tell you good morning, and you're like, how do you say good morning? Just good morning. It's just good morning, like we are quarreling. Do you understand?
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
So that's what I mean by interpreting the tone. But if you do a voice note and you say, hi, good morning, it becomes different. So the person understands. So communication through media too can, scatter a relationship.
So this brings us to our next question.
Okay.
Do you think the available media platforms for dating is doing justice to online relationships?
Platforms for dating, now that's the problem. I've never been on a dating platform. Honestly speaking, I have.
Are you
this
for
is
real?
Me being 100% sincere. Yes, I have heard of dating platform. But I know that they are not safe, and for the lady, it's also I don't think it's also safe for the guy. Do you understand? So they are not safe means of meeting someone. So I don't subscribe to it personally.
Okay.
Do you understand? Because a lot of things can go wrong.
That is true.
See, a lot of things. Identity theft, for one.
Yes.
Do you understand? Yeah, so I can open my account in this name and somebody is taking my name and picture in that same app and opening another account in my name.
For another purpose.
Do you understand? For a dubious purpose. So I do not think that, it is safe. Do you get? And then, you are having conversations that would be screenshotted. This is you, pouring your heart to a total stranger. Do you understand? You're not
And-
sure.
and-
You could be talking to a serial killer. What happened to just meeting somebody by chance, maybe in the market?
No,
Or
no.
well,
You
if
know what
dating
they
app,
say. You don't know where you find the right
what
one.
if you're happy? What if you're secured enough? You're lucky enough rather to to get yourself a good person
Yes.
online,
Yeah.
and your app gets hacked. Are you sure you're
By
ready?
that time,
You're ready?
By that time, we would have exchanged contacts now. Come on.
Well,
Or one or
but
two
there are
social handles.
other people you would have tried to date, before you finally exchange numbers, right? And maybe those people have said one or two things, and are you sure you'll be proud to see those things outside?
Are you asking me?
Do you understand? Are you sure you want to see those things? Are they safe enough?
Yeah.
Do you understand for that? I don't think so. I don't subscribe to. I don't subscribe to it.
I feel like you can find love anywhere. Sometimes we find love in hopeless places, as they say.
That is one hopeless place.
Some
to find
people
love.
find their future husbands on the internet in an online dating platform. Take for example Tinder. I know someone that met her husband on Tinder, and that is a platform most people feel like it is for something.
Yeah,
it's for a bad context, but that is where somebody met her husband. So you know what they say, you can find love in hopeless places. I feel like some online dating platforms, it's a good place to meet even potential suitors. It's a good place. I don't see online dating platforms as it's just what you are looking for. Do you get? It's
what works for you. That's what you're doing.
Yes. It's just for you to do what works for you. You know what you're looking for.
Well, I do not subscribe. I will not subscribe. I do not subscribe to dating app. However, when you are on a dating site, be careful. Be careful how you share your information to avoid identity theft. Be careful how you talk to people. Be careful how you expose yourself. Be sure, be certain, you know this person before you could, even meet physically. Do you understand? So I would just advise that you are careful. You're careful of how much of yourself you let go on dating.
And sometimes this thing can just take, let me say, 2 weeks max. And you've gone back to reality.
Yeah, exactly. So why do you want to share your information to everybody?
To some people that are not serious. To some people that are not serious. To some people that are really, really, and that person ends up being your husband or even your wife.
I would not lie. A serial killer, could be serious and it would go beyond 2 weeks. So I'm just telling you, just be careful.
Dangers, yeah.
I would not tell you that, so, you can find your husband. But however, if you find your husband there, good luck.
Okay.
Best regards.
This brings us to the last question.
Okay.
What is your funniest or most memorable adventure you've had with online dating?
Online dating. So I've not had much online dating experience.
But you should have had like 1 or 2.
I just had one guy that we are friends for a long time.
Don't tell me that one. They are giving us
that. The second one was just let me be mindful of what I say. However, the second guy, oh, thank you Jesus for separation.
What happened? Like, I'm so grateful for separation. What happened?
Like, I've never seen a guy who just want to take from a woman. Yes. Do I really look like a sugar mommy?
You look like one. Come on, look at your skin. Look at the way you're glowing.
The guy was just, so pathetic. So I helped him get his first, he used to be a banker when I met him. Given the fact that we attended the same schools, studied the same course, and when we met again online, he was a banker, one of those prominent banks in Nigeria, and I just thought to myself that the relationship we're talking about, marriage, after a while, I said to myself, oh, if I'm going to stay married to this guy, banking job is not going to fend for us, because the pay was low. So I helped him get a job in media. As an actor. I recorded his first monologue. Wow. Yes. I hooked him up with African Magic. Yes. He shot in Ajoche. He shot in a couple of other music of African Magic. Yes, I am that kind of woman. Wow. So this makes the potential. So I did that, and I would give him my money to go for this casting and all of that, to fuel that dream. Do you get? Now he's a skit maker. I'm not going to mention his name. Okay. He's a skit maker, but at that time he was just taken from me. There was no love. It was just, like when a woman is always asking for money all the time. I just understood what it was, what it felt like, what a man will feel like. You tell me, oh, let's start up a business, and I bring out money to start a business, and you hand over the business to your mom. Oh no, yeah. So there's some guys like that, and I met him online. So if I had maybe met him in person, maybe it would have been different. I don't know. Yeah, so
I don't think so. When someone is not
the person is not it. Exactly.
So guys, I'm sure you have been educated and entertained on today's episode. So remember, in as much as online dating is a good thing, it is also a bad thing. Be careful who you talk to. Be careful who you exchange your information with. Some people out there are not good people. And also, you can find love in hopeless places. You can find love online. You can find love offline. So, guys, that brings us to the end of today's episode. I still remain your loyal host, Gracey, and
Lassie.
So guys, remember to like, share, subscribe, turn on your notifications so that you get notified anytime we drop a new episode. And bye.
Bye guys.